whenever I turn the camera on it goes dark. Don't know why I'm adjusting it. Okay, that'll probably do. That looks normal. Hello people of the internet. Well, this video is my, I like to call it Epiphany video, which is what I called it last year, but I've never done one of these before. And I would like to say, if you haven't watched the Epiphany video, then please, from last year, the one that I made last year, so this time last year I made an Epiphany video, please go and watch it. Pause this video now and go and watch it. I'm going to link it. So you can stop this video and go and watch it. It's about 20 minutes long and I'll wait here for you. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Go and watch it. No, really, go and watch it. One thing is I should have recorded this during the day, because the light comes streaming in through that window and it lights me all up and I look gorgeous. Instead I'm having to sit here getting the light balance all right, and I've got a lamp there and but look, I did wash my hair for you today, so you can't moan, and I'm not wearing a baseball cap, and you can see my naturally lovely blonde highlights. They're grey. But anyway, the other thing is the camera is there up the top, and the screen what I can see myself on is there, and my notes are there. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm being distracted and looking at my beautiful self on the camera. I'm not looking at the lens, but I will do my best to look you in the eye as I talk to you. So hopefully you've just gone and watched last year's Epiphany video, and I watched it myself this morning, and my word of the year last year was me, because I wanted to try and focus more on myself, so my health and my enjoyment and my fulfillment, rather than focusing on others, which had been the case for the last few years. And I specifically chose the word me because, you know, rather than self-love or self-care, because I'd been diagnosed with ME earlier in 2015, and I wanted to kind of reclaim the word me back for myself, rather than this label that had been given to me for this illness that I'd been suffering for the last few years. And so after watching the video, rewatching the video this morning, and I haven't watched it since last year, so I initially thought, wow, well, didn't really move into looking after myself much last year, did I? Did I let go of anything? No, not really. Work is still the same, and my home life is still the same, and my parental care is still the same, and my charity commitments are still the same. I'm still lacking in hobby time. Everything pretty much is still the same. So it feels like that whole year, last year, 2016, really didn't move forward much at all. I just am in the same place. But then while I was laying in the bath, because I had a lovely long bath this morning, and it's been a lovely 2 days. My family all went home on Saturday, and today's bank holiday Monday, so me and my husband have had 2 days together, and I probably think today's probably the most relaxing day that we've had. And I had a lovely long bath this morning, and while I was lying in the bath and thinking about making this video and thinking about, you know, last year 2016, I realised that, you know, in summer, on the good days, I did carve out a little bit of time and go and sit out on the deck, and I sat in the conservatory quite a few times reading books. And again, not every day, but now and then I sat out there, and I enjoyed it. It was time that I did actually carve out for myself. Sorry, I'm wobbling the table, I'm wobbling the camera. Let me uncross my legs, sorry. Try not to do that. And then the other thing that I did is that I watched lots of tennis. I love tennis, but I don't really ever give myself the time to watch all the tennis tournaments throughout the year. But last year I did. I followed Andy Murray all the way through the season and enjoyed every minute of it, and it was brilliant. And that is something I've never done. I mean, I don't really watch that much TV, so to actually spend, you know, time watching the tennis tournaments and keeping up with it, and, you know, that was a lot of time that I gave to myself, which I'd forgotten about. And then the other thing that I did last year, which was spend time every 2 weeks going to King's College Hospital with the other side of London for ME treatment. And part of that ME treatment involved having therapy, and which has been extremely eye-opening for me. Since becoming ill with ME, I suffer from extreme anxiety, and it's been very limiting. And getting to understand that better has definitely been an eye-opener for me. And so that was really something that I did focus on. I did manage to focus on my health. And where I am now health-wise is such a leap from where I was 2 years ago health-wise. So that focus there, you know, actually carving out the time to go every 2 weeks to the other side of London has really benefited me. So as much as I didn't give up work, and I didn't get a cleaner, and I didn't make art every day, I definitely did start focusing more on myself. There was forward momentum on that front. And I think it doesn't just have to be for the year, does it? You have to basically start a forward momentum of something and then carry that forward. So, for example, in 2011, my word of the year was balance, and it was to balance my home life and my work life. And that was something that I didn't just do for 2011 and then stop doing. It was something that I carry forward to try and keep balance, you know, every year going forward. I think it's your word of the year is something that you recognise you need to focus on, and this is the first year you focus on it, and then you carry it through. So I think that I've definitely started to focus more on, you know, my fulfillment and my health and self-care of myself. Self-care of myself. You know what I mean. But I still have too much on my plate. It seems that I can't be not busy. I always have to be busy. And so I've been thinking about my job. You know that while I was having all my teeth sorted out, that I wasn't at work. I took a leave of absence, and it gave me more time to, you know, heal and think about things, and actually think about, do I still want my job? I mean, what does it give me? I mean, obviously I earn money from it, but some months I earned more selling on eBay than I did from work. And as I've said previously, you know, I said it last year, as a household we don't need that income. However, I do like having my own independent income and paying my way and that kind of thing. But there is still so much that I want to do in life, and having a job keeps me anchored. So I went into work, you know, Wednesday before Christmas, and had a chat with my boss, and they are such a lovely company, and that's probably the main reason I stay. I think if they wasn't such a lovely company to work for, I'd have already be gone. Because when we talked about it, he said to me, but you're like family. You've been here for so long, you're like family. And I agree, we are like a family. So whatever I decide on that front, that factor alone makes the decision hard. So whether I choose to stay or go, I haven't yet decided. So what do I enjoy? Well, I enjoy making YouTube videos because I love the interaction with subscribers. I mean, it is really something that I've really got a lot of fulfillment out of this year. Meeting people online, forming relationships with people, interacting in the sense that they suggest things, and I don't know, it's like having friends that are on the internet. I don't know, I just really enjoy the interaction, the sharing of knowledge. The sharing of knowledge with others who are on the same journey as myself, whether that be decluttering or art or plannerisms or whatever it is. I know that one thing, however, is that I definitely do not want to become a big YouTuber. And that's because some YouTube viewers are just a bit too judgmental. There are too many keyboard warriors spreading hate for no reason, and I don't want to worry about being judged by strangers on the internet who have dogs as their profiles, have never uploaded a video in their life. I mean, look at me. I is what I is. I don't wear makeup, I have crooked teeth, I have mad hair, I have saggy jowls. I really do need a facelift. Look, that's what I looked like when I was 20. That's what I look like now. I'm not here to compete with anyone, with makeup gurus or 30-something housewives with perfect hair and perfect teeth and perfect homes. I don't need to be told that I have too much stuff, but not as much as others, Buster, or that I should get my teeth fixed. I mean, blimey, I'm 50 this year, and if I haven't paid to have perfectly straight fake teeth by now, I very much doubt that I'm going to bother. Life is too short for me to worry about looking perfect all the time, and I don't want to deal with people telling me that I should be worried about those things. So that's why I don't really want to be a big YouTuber. I want to continue to make YouTube videos, and I want to be able to interact with people who are on the same plane as me, but I don't want my channel to grow and me to enter the realms of having even more keyboard warrior. I mean, I don't get a lot of hate. I do get some. I get random messages about people about how wrong the things that I do are, and just about the way I look. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just living my life and sharing it, and this is as real as it gets. I'm not trying to be anyone. I'm not acting. I'm not putting makeup on and becoming someone that I'm not. I'm not a master of anything. I'm not showing you how to do anything. I don't profess to know how to do anything. I'm just sharing my journey. And the reason I started making decluttering videos was because I wanted to be held accountable, and it seems to work. Knowing that I have to make a video about the next phase of decluttering keeps me motivated to move on to the next phase of decluttering. Anyway, I've rambled too much. This video is supposed to be about my goals for 2017 and my word of the year. And I've been choosing a word of the year, like I said, since 2011, when my word was balance. As back then I was struggling with balancing my work life and my home life. And my word for 2015 was simplify, as I started to strip back on consumerism and also to focus more on less processed whole food. So my whole life was kind of, I wanted to simplify my whole life. So buy less, go back to more simpler foods and all this kind of stuff, more home cooking. We really do only have, because we only buy raw food. You know what I mean? We don't really buy any processed food at all anymore. My husband has the occasional pizza, but everything else is made from scratch. And that was something that we started way back, and it's something that we really still do today. And you've seen our fridge, we buy just the right amount of food. We don't overbuy food. The food lasts us a week. We have a very small amount of extra food in the freezer. And we started doing this a few years ago when we was on the, you know, when we was simplifying things. So what is my word for this year? Well, in November I really thought my word of the year was going to be focus, because I wanted to carry over the self-care part of last year, but focus on it more. And I also wanted to focus on other pursuits, be more mindful, more aware, and focus seemed to encompass everything. But for some reason the word never stuck. It never felt right. And then in early December, as I was having my last therapy session of the year, my word hit me like a ton of bricks. I've been saying it for the last few weeks about various things, and I realised it was the word I wanted to take with me through to 2017. For the last few years I've been drifting through life. I think we all do at some point. Working too hard, consuming too much, eating, sleeping, being distracted, going to bed and getting up the next day, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Following trends, buying stuff, because that's what we're told to do. Having a craft room full of stuff, because that's what crafters do. Buying books I see advertised and leaving them unread. Following along like a consumeristic sheep. And I remember when the urge to break the cycle came. It was early in the year when I was making a "look how many planners I've got" video. And I was sickened by my own consumerism. It wasn't where I came from. I never came from a consumeristic past. And until we moved into this house, I had a very minimalist house. I had a very minimalist flat. And when we moved into this house, it was like, okay, we've got this big 4-bedroom house, we've got to kind of buy stuff and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, when I was making this video, and I've mentioned it in the video, that I've literally got red in the face as I was sickened by my own consumerism. I had bought into the it's okay to have 20 planners because you swap them out like handbags. But it's not really okay, is it? It's unnecessary. I mean, I don't have 20 handbags. And having 20 planners does not add value to my life. And remember, I'm talking about me here. I'm not talking about you, and I'm not talking about your planners. Your planner collection may add value to your life. But for me, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. The realisation that I had been buying stuff that I didn't really need. Probably for the last 8 years or so. I suppose really, since I had become ill and my ability to travel had been limited, I'd kind of been keeping myself distracted by buying stuff. Probably to fill a void. And so one day, I woke up and I realised that my house was full of crap. From clearing out my in-laws' houses in 2009 and 2010 and 2015. And I also had a craft room packed to the gunnels of stuff that I'd been collecting for the last 10 plus years, because that's what all my friends were doing too. And once I was awake, I could see the wood for the trees. I could see what had value and what did not have value. I could see what I wanted in my life and what I did not want. And I was falling over myself to clear the clutter. And I started doing the 30 bags in 30 days. And it wasn't enough. More and more stuff needed to go. My eyes were open, I was awake, and I could see the stuff that was pushed into every corner and piled on every shelf and inside every cupboard. And I wanted it gone. Why on earth has I been keeping some of these things? But with 15 years worth of stuff in this house, we moved in October 2000. So basically 16 years worth of stuff squeezed in the house. I had to rein myself in. I wasn't going to get it all done in a month. So I focused on the craft room, because I knew that once this room was done, I'd be able to spend time in here and actually enjoy using the things that I chose to keep. And that's where we are today, in my gorgeous craft room, and looking forward to using all the bits and pieces in 2017. I am awake, and it is an amazing feeling. So what can you expect from me in 2017? Well, more decluttering videos for sure. I have a garage and an attic full of stuff, and they need to be cleared out before March. To be honest, I'm scared of sharing the attic with you, as it's an embarrassment hidey hole of crap. But if I want to continue on my YouTube, if I want to continue using YouTube as my accountability partner, then I must swallow the embarrassment and take the camera up there. You have been warned, but no judging. Hopefully I'll also get to make some more art and crafty videos in here, but then I said that last year too, so let's see what happens, eh? One thing you won't see from me is haul videos. I won't be hauling anything. I've decided that I'm doing a no spend first quarter, so January, February, March. I would like to do a nose bend entire year, but some of the things in my wardrobe need a refresh, which will probably come around springtime, so I'll see how I feel at the end of March. And I will be continuing to sell things on Facebook and eBay, and one of the things that I might do, because a lot of people have asked for it, is I might set up a Facebook group where I list the things that I'm selling, because quite a few people have seen me, you know, saying I don't want this on YouTube, and have said, you know, I'll have it off here. So the best way to do that is for me to set up a Facebook group and just take a photo and list all the things on there first of all that I'm getting rid of. So I might do that, and if I do, I shall. If you are I have a Facebook page which is called ArtJourney, and there's quite a few people who YouTube viewers who are, I don't know, is it fans or followers or whatever it is of that Facebook page. So I might start by adding those people to the group. I don't know how groups work. If I do it, I'll let you know, okay? So I'll still be selling stuff anyway. And that's about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to continue with the decluttering. I might throw in the odd vlog if we do anything exciting. Not that we ever do anything exciting, you've seen it. But obviously the decluttering journey will continue, which I know a lot of people like, and I really want to, I don't know, continue with this breath of fresh air that I've brought into my life. And I guess that's about it. I mean, my goals for 2017 are continue to be awake and enjoy the meaningful things in life. I mean, I'm really looking forward to getting out and doing stuff in 2017. So I look forward to sharing them with you, and I really hope you continue to come with me on my journey. One thing I will say is you will never hear me say, please subscribe, like and share this video, because that's not why I'm here. If you want to like this video, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I'm not here to promote myself. I'm not here to get attention. I'm here to share and make myself accountable. And so I shall look forward to seeing you all in 2017, hopefully. And thank you very much once again for joining me on my journey. Happy New Year!